You know those playful nursery rhymes you probably sang as a kid? Those innocent little tunes that seem to float through the air, bringing joy and laughter? Turns out, some of them have roots way darker than you'd ever expect. Beneath the surface of these seemingly harmless rhymes lies a history often steeped in tragedy and fear. Today I'm diving into one of the creepiest, Ring Around the Rosie. We're going to unravel the threads of this seemingly simple rhyme and expose the chilling narrative that some believe lies hidden within. So picture this: Europe, mid-1300s, a continent teeming with life, culture, and burgeoning societies, unknowingly standing on the precipice of unimaginable devastation. The Black Death is sweeping across the continent, a relentless and merciless plague that would forever alter the course of history, wiping out entire towns. Villages once bustling with activity become ghost towns, their inhabitants succumbing to the deadly disease. There's panic, confusion, and a desperation to make sense of it all. People are desperately seeking answers, searching for someone or something to blame for the horrors unfolding around them. Now fast forward a few centuries, and somehow, a children's rhyme is born from that chaos. A seemingly innocent song emerges from the ashes of one of the darkest periods in human history. Let's break it down. Let's dissect the lyrics and explore the potential meanings hidden within this seemingly simple rhyme. Ring around the Rosie, a pocket full of posies. Sounds innocent, right? A charming image of children playing in a circle, surrounded by the sweet scent of flowers. But here's the thing: ring around. The Rosie wasn't about playground games. It wasn't about innocent fun and laughter. Many historians believe it refers to the red, ring-shaped rash that was one of the first signs of the plague. A visible manifestation of the deadly disease taking hold within the body. Not so fun now, huh? The light-hearted image of children playing suddenly takes on a much darker and more sinister meaning. Next line, a pocket full of posies. People back then thought bad smells caused disease, a common misconception rooted in the limited understanding of medicine at the time. So they'd fill their pockets with flowers, posies, to try to ward off the sickness. They believed that the sweet fragrance of flowers could somehow repel the deadly miasma that they thought was responsible for the plague. Imagine walking around with a handful of flowers, desperate for a cure, clinging to any hope, any remedy that might offer a chance of survival in the face of overwhelming death. It's haunting when you think about it, the image of people desperately seeking protection from a disease they didn't understand, using remedies based on superstition and fear. Now here comes the kicker: ashes, we all fall down. There's some debate about this. The interpretation of this line is not universally agreed upon by historians and scholars. Some say ashes mimics the sneezing and coughing sounds of the sick, or even the cremation of bodies. A grim reminder of the sheer scale of death during the Black Death. And we all fall down? That's the grim reality. The devastating impact of the plague on the population of Europe. People were dying in droves. The death toll was staggering, with entire families and communities wiped out in a matter of weeks. The line literally paints a picture of society collapsing under the weight of the plague. The social, economic, and political structures of Europe were crumbling under the immense pressure of the Black Death. But here's the twist. Some scholars think this interpretation might be a stretch. Not everyone agrees that Ring Around the Rosie is a direct reference to the Black Death. The rhyme didn't appear in print until centuries after the plague. The first recorded versions of the rhyme date back to the late 19th century, long after the Black Death had faded from living memory. So maybe, just maybe, we've been reading too much into it. Perhaps we're projecting our modern understanding of history onto a simple children's rhyme, but still, the connection's hard to unsee. Once you're aware of the potential link between the rhyme and the Black Death, it's difficult to dismiss it entirely. The way history, folklore, and fear get tangled up in a simple song, it's wild. It's a testament to the power of storytelling and the enduring impact of historical events on our collective consciousness. So, next time you hear a nursery rhyme, ask yourself, what's hiding between the lines? What stories, what histories, what fears might be lurking beneath the surface of these seemingly innocent verses? Because sometimes the songs we sing to children are echoes of a much darker past. They carry with them the weight of history, the echoes of tragedy, and the whispers of forgotten fears. Thanks for watching, and remember, history isn't always as sweet as it sounds. It's often complex, challenging, and sometimes deeply unsettling, but it's always worth exploring.